Right now, raise your hand and touch your jaw. Feel the bone structure, the alignment of your teeth. If you're like most people watching this, you've probably worn braces, or maybe you had your wisdom teeth surgically removed. And when you asked why, they probably told you the same thing. Bad luck. A genetic roll of the dice. Your mouth is simply too small for your teeth. But this is a lie. You are not genetically defective. For almost 300,000 years, every single one of your ancestors had perfectly straight teeth. No orthodontists, no retainers, no extractions, just perfect wide dental arches. So, what happened to us? The answer changes everything we think we know about our faces, our breathing, and the hidden mechanics of the modern world. To understand the trap you're in, we have to go back to 1931. A highly respected dentist named Weston A. Price did something unusual. He left his comfortable clinic in Ohio and started traveling to the most isolated places on Earth. He visited remote villages in the Swiss Alps, indigenous tribes in Africa, Polynesian islands, people who had absolutely no access to modern medicine or toothbrushes. Price assumed their dental health would be a disaster, but what he found shocked him. Their teeth were immaculate. No cavities, no crowding, no impacted wisdom teeth. Their faces were broad, with strong, defined jawlines. But Price noticed something else, something terrifying. As soon as these isolated groups were introduced to modern industrialized food, within a single generation, everything collapsed. The children of parents with perfect teeth were suddenly growing up with narrow faces and crooked smiles. It wasn't genetics. Evolution doesn't happen in one generation. It was environment, specifically mechanical stress. There is a fundamental rule in biology called Wolff's Law, formulated by German anatomist Julius Wolff in the 19th century. Wolff's Law states that bone grows and remodels in response to the forces placed upon it. If you lift heavy weights, your bones get denser. If you go to space where there is no gravity, your bones dissolve. Your jawbone is no different. It is a machine that requires resistance. For millions of years, our ancestors chewed tough meat, raw roots, and unyielding plants. Harvard evolutionary biologist Daniel Lieberman estimates that ancient humans generated up to 70 pounds of force with every bite. They chewed for hours every single day. That immense mechanical stress signaled the jawbone to grow wide and strong enough to hold all 32 teeth. Now look at your lunch. We cook our food. We process it. We blend it. You are consuming pre-chewed calories. Modern humans apply less than a fraction of the biting force our ancestors did. Without that intense daily pressure, your jawbone simply doesn't grow to its full potential. It stays small, recessed, undeveloped. And this is where crooked teeth come from. But crooked teeth are just the surface. The worst is yet to come. When your jaw doesn't grow forward, it grows backward. And right behind your jaw is your airway, your breathing tube. Your tongue, which is a powerful muscle, remains the same size. But now it's trapped in a mouth that is too small for it. So, when you lie down to sleep at night, gravity pulls that trapped tongue backward, right into your throat. It blocks the air, you start to choke. This is why you snore. This is why millions of people suffer from sleep apnea. Your brain literally has to wake you up hundreds of times a night just to keep you from suffocating. You never reach deep sleep. You wake up exhausted. You think you're tired because of work or stress. No, you are tired because your skull has literally deformed, choking you every time you close your eyes. We are the only species on the planet that needs surgery to breathe properly. So, who is responsible for this? Look at the early 20th century. In 1927, a woman named Dorothy Gerber began straining peas for her infant daughter. It was convenient. It became a multi-billion-dollar empire. The processed baby food industry was born. Before this, children transitioned directly from breast milk to solid, tough foods. Their jawbones started getting a workout from day one. But Gerber, Heinz, and giant corporations convinced parents that children needed soft, mushy paste for years. We robbed infants of the mechanical stress necessary to build a human face. And as we grew up, the food only got softer. Industrial bread, refined sugars, ground meats. The multi-billion-dollar food industry didn't just change our waistlines, they fundamentally altered the bone structure of the human race, and they created a brand new, highly profitable ecosystem in the process. Think about the orthodontics industry. It is a $60 billion global market. They pull your teeth. They push them back. They give you retainers for life. But they rarely fix the root cause, the size of the airway. They treat the symptom, but ignore the broken machine. So the next time you feel a twinge in your jaw, or wake up tired after a full night of sleep, don't blame your parents. Don't blame your genetics. You are the victim of an industrial experiment. Your face was designed to be powerful. It was built to tear, to crush, and to survive. You didn't lose that power. It was just systematically blended away and sold back to you as convenience. You don't need a fix. You just need resistance.